Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's EB's live show about our products, including some high-alloy castings and forgings. As you know, we are EB Channel, a professional supplier of heat, wear, corrosion-resistant, alloy casting and forgings. And we also supply of some machines and do some protective items. And we are located in Wuxi, Jiangsu Province, about 150 kilometers away from Shanghai. So totally we exported our high-alloy castings and forgings from Shanghai Seaport by sea or Shanghai Pudong International Airport by air. And totally we have exposed more than 32 countries like the American, Australian, Japan, European, New Zealand, South African, and some countries all over the world. And the registered capital of our EB channel was about 13.14 million Chinese yuan. And we have been the gold supplier of Alibaba International for more than 6 years. And during these 6 years, our sales online is more than $8 million. And in the recent 2 years, the two very Hainan organization have come to our foundry and factory to do the on-site assessment, and EB China have also passed the on-site assessment. And there are other third party came to our foundry and company to do the on-site assessment too, like the SGS and some other organizations. And EB China own many different certificates. The first two certificates you can see on the screen is about the ISO certificate. The first certificate is the ISO 9001, which covers the Quality Management System certificate, and the 14001, the Environmental Management System certificate, and the last one, the 45001, which covers the Occupational Health and Safety Management System certificate. This certificate EB China was on. And next, I would like to show you more details about this ISO certificate. The first certificate, which called the Quality Management System certificate, presented to our company, and this quality management system complies with GBT 19001-2016. They also called the ISO 9001-2015 requirements. And this certificate is valid for the following scope: the supply of alloy and alloy castings and forgings. And its certificate number, which is 0532123055R0S, and its certificate date is on the January 12th, 2021, and it's valid during January 12th, 2021 to January 11th, 2024. And this is all the information about this quality management system certificate. So next is other certificates. We require the Environmental Management System certificate. It's also presented to our company EB China, and this Environmental Management System certificate complies with GBT 24001-2016. It also called the ISO 14001-2015 requirements. And the certificate is valid for the following scope: the supply of alloy castings and forgings. And its certificate number is 0500321E30032R0S. And other information is as same as the last ISO certificate. And there is a last ISO certificate I would like to show you, which calls Occupational Health and Safety Management System certificate is also presented to EB China, and this Occupational Health and Safety Management System certificate complies with GBT 45001-2020, ISO 45001-2018 requirements, and the certificate is valid for the following scope: the supply of alloy castings and forgings. And this certificate number is 0521S 30031R0S, and other information is as same as last two ISO certificates. And EB China will not only have these three ISO certificates, it will also have this certificate, which calls a verified supplier certificate. As I told you before, EB China has been the gold supplier of Alibaba International more than 6 years. So we own this verified supplier certificate, and this verified certificate number is 226779116-T, presented to our company, and our assessment was controlled for our company by the TUV Rhineland organization, and this certificate is valid during October 23rd, 2021 to October 22nd, 2022. And EB China will have other certificates, which are the audited supplier certificate. So as you see, my hand is also presented to our company in recognition of your site excellence and business operations, and it is audited by the SGS-CSCC on 2020 June 15th, and its audited report sales number is QIP-ASI 204795. As you know, EB China have other glories from our local government or other government which cities beside Wuxi. And we are also a member of Wuxi Creameries Chamber of Creameries, and we joined this Creameries on October 2018. And as you know, EB China is not only a company supplier of high alloy castings and forgings. EB China have also won awards which calls Manufacturing Excellence and Innovation Awards in 2020. And this Manufacturing Excellence and Innovation Awards was also presented to our company. And it will be confirmed by the MadeInChina.com, the SGS organization, the TUV Rhineland organization, and other organizations. EB China is not only a supplier, and we are devoting ourselves to innovate some new technology with new patents. And totally, EB China has owned more than 22 patents, including different products in different industries. So as you see on the screen, there are one of our 22 patents. There are two patents with new goods which we produce, which called the bolsterless liners. It means that you will not see any bolt hole in a liners when it should be made up to a ball machine, so that it will help you reduce the cost which you will not need by the bolt. And we have devoted to applications in one of Chinese factory which called the Tianjin Zhenxin Cement Foundries. They have used more than 3 years, and during these 3 years, nothing will happen. It worked very well. And totally it have helped the foundries received about $10,000 per year. And then there is other patents in these industries, which calls ceramic liners. We use the new material to instead of the traditional material like arrows. Due to the material is much lighter, but is much have more better abilities of wear, so that it can use much longer than the traditional ones. The traditional liners can use for 2 years, and our products with new patents can use more than 3 years or much longer than 3 years. And this is two of our patents which we applied in Chinese foundries. And we also have other things. If you are interested, please send us your inquiries. And then next, I would like to introduce some information about our company's buyer. As you know, Internal Billets and Lowering Casting&Forging Company Limited is specialized in supply of heat, wear, corrosion resistant, and lowering castings and forgings, and machines and protective items. And our global brand, which is called EB. And then next, I would like to show you, yes, our 4 parts of our products which we produced, and the main service we can support to you. The first called corrosion castings is divided depend on different materials. Due to different material have different chemical composition and applications, so that we divided into 5 different parts, which called the cobalt alloying, the nickel alloying, the copper alloying, the aluminum alloying, and the titanium alloying. And the next which called the heat castings. Both these heat castings is used in the heat treatment industries. Due to the material need to take over the problem with the high temperatures, more than 1,200 centigrade degrees, so that our heat treatment can have good heat treatment when you need to put some products to do the heat treatment. And our heat castings will help you, like the heat treatment fixtures, the radio tubes, the melting kitties, selectors, the heat treatment bars, heat treatment planes, or baskets, and so on. And the next, which calls the wire castings, is also divided into different parts. It's also depend on its material, like the hydrogen one iron castings, nickel hard one iron castings, and other castings which made of different materials. And so our commonly used is the wire castings for crushers, like the jaw crushers, cone crushers, roller crushers, and hammer crushers. And the last part is about machines. EB channel can support you and the supply of the customer-made service and longer service life and the material selection for the grinding requirements, or some melting, melt blow fabric machines, and some common industry use the machines. And as we know, during recent few years, COVID-19 is very serious to us. It's not good for our health. So that EB channel can also support the muscle machines for you to protect yourself and your family's health and safety, like the K95 or the 3D plate muscle machines. And the last is the 2 common used machines. One called the drilling rig machines, which some of our customers use our machines to do some water wheel drillings and so other applications. And the last course, industry robots. Due to different robots have different applications, so totally it have the four different parts, which calls the painting robots, the loading unloading robots, the sprinting rollers, and the painting robots. And the EV China have also supply of minimum draggers, which you use in some farmers. And this is all the introduction about our EV channel. So if you are interested in the products which you see on the screens, please answer in first. You are always welcome. And that's all the introduction about our EV channel. And next, welcome my colleague to show you more information about our products to you. Thank you. Okay, next welcome my colleague to do.
Hello everyone, this is Cole from EV Channel. Now let me introduce manufacturers. The index, the first is the concept of the crusher. The second is the application field of a crusher. The third, classification of crushers. The fourth, some parameters of the crusher. Many crushers are also called rock crushers, which refer to crushing machinery, whose discharge has a particle size greater than 3 millimeters and accounts for more than 50% of the total discharge volume. According to the size of feeding and discharging, graduality crushers are often divided into coarse crusher, medium crusher, and fine crusher. In metallurgy, many chemical, cement, and other industrial sectors, a large amount of raw materials are robbed or reused. Waste needs to be processed by crushers every year. For example, in a beneficiation plant, in order to separate the useful minerals in the ore into monomers, it's necessary to use a crusher to crush the raw oil to the particle size required by the grading process. It's necessary to use a crushing machinery to crush the raw materials to the particle size required by the next operation. In departments such as cooking plants, factory plants, ceramic plants, glass industry, powder metallurgy, etc., crushing machinery must be used to crush the raw materials to the particle size required by the next operation. In the chemical and electric power sectors, crushing and grading machinery crushes and grinds raw material, increasing the surface area of materials and creating favorable conditions for shortening the time of chemical reactions of materials. With the rapid development of industry and the rapid reduction of resources, The reviews of waste materials in the production of various departments is very important. The reprocessing of these waste materials need to be crushed by crushing machinery. This is some application fields. The granite, the bluestone, and cobblestone, and on. Is some applications for crushing. Classification. According to the corrosion force types, the crusher